Think you're doing everything right for your health after 60? Let me tell you something shocking. I've spent decades helping thousands of seniors, and almost everyone is making critical health mistakes that their doctors never mention. These aren't just minor slip-ups. They're serious mistakes that could be sabotaging your health right now. What's worse, many of these mistakes come from following outdated medical advice that could actually be harming you. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on the most dangerous health mistakes I see people making after 60. Some of these might surprise you, especially number 7. It's a mistake that 90% of seniors make every single day. Drop your city in the comments below and hit subscribe for more health wisdom. Now, let's start with the most dangerous mistake of all, one that could be affecting your health decisions right now. The first group of mistakes I see could be the most dangerous because they affect every health decision you make. Mistake 1. Blindly accepting medical diagnoses. Many people over 60 simply nod and accept whatever diagnosis their doctor gives them. They assume that every medical opinion is definitive and shouldn't be questioned. This passive approach to your health can lead to misdiagnosis and improper treatment. Why is this dangerous? Because medicine isn't as precise as we think. Different doctors can look at the same symptoms and come to completely different conclusions. By accepting a diagnosis without question, you might miss the real underlying cause of your health issues. The practical solution is simple. Become an active participant in your diagnosis. Ask key questions like, what else could this be? And what tests confirm this diagnosis? Always get a second opinion for major health decisions. Mistake 2. Taking medications without understanding side effects. Once diagnosed, many seniors start taking prescribed medications without fully understanding their impact. They trust that if a doctor prescribed it, it must be safe. This becomes dangerous because every medication affects your entire body, not just the target area. Many seniors end up taking additional medications to combat side effects from their original prescriptions, creating a dangerous cascade effect. The solution? Before starting any new medication, ask your doctor about potential side effects, interactions with your current medications, and alternative treatment options. Keep a detailed log of any new symptoms that appear after starting medications. Mistake 3. Trusting unreliable health information. In our digital age, seniors are increasingly turning to the internet, social media, and unqualified health gurus for medical advice. They often trust information simply because it appears on a professional-looking website. This is particularly risky because misleading health information can lead to dangerous self-treatment decisions and delay proper medical care. Many online sources promote outdated or completely false medical information. The solution is to verify your health information sources carefully. Look for medical professionals with proven experience in treating your specific conditions. Check credentials, read patient reviews, and focus on sources that explain the why behind their recommendations. Let me share a real example that illustrates all these problems. Sarah, a 65-year-old patient, came to me after seeing 5 different doctors. Each gave her a different diagnosis and prescription for her fatigue and joint pain. She had found additional treatments online and was taking 7 different medications. When we reviewed her case together, we discovered her new symptoms were actually side effects from her medications. The real problem? A severe vitamin D deficiency that none of her previous doctors had tested for. By asking the right questions, understanding her medications, and focusing on evidence-based solutions, Sarah's symptoms improved dramatically within weeks. Speaking of vitamin deficiencies, this leads us to our next critical group of mistakes, lifestyle choices that could be undermining your health right now. Now let's talk about something that's destroying your health silently every day, your lifestyle choices. These mistakes might seem small, but their impact on your health after 60 can be devastating. Mistake 4. Ignoring stress impact. Many seniors think stress is just a part of life that they have to accept. They push through anxiety, poor sleep, and constant worry, not realizing how these are damaging their health. Why is this dangerous? Because stress isn't just in your head. It gets stuck in your body. When you're constantly stressed, your cortisol levels stay high, affecting your sleep, weakening your immune system, and even accelerating aging. The solution is simple, but powerful. You need to actively flush stress out of your system. Regular exercise, deep breathing, and most importantly, changing your environment when possible. Mistake 5. Staying away from nature. In our modern world, many seniors spend their entire day indoors, moving from one artificial environment to another. They don't realize that this disconnection from nature is affecting their health. This becomes serious because your body needs natural light, fresh air, and connection with nature to maintain proper hormone balance and stress levels. Being stuck inside all day disrupts your natural rhythms and vitamin D production. The solution doesn't mean you need to move to a farm like I did. Even small doses of nature can make a big difference. Spend 30 minutes in a local park, tend to some houseplants, or simply sit in your backyard. The key is making it a daily habit. Mistake 6. Wrong exercise approach. Here's something that might surprise you. Many seniors are exercising wrong. They either avoid exercise completely, fearing injury, or push themselves too hard with constant high-intensity workouts. This is particularly dangerous because the wrong exercise approach can either rob you of essential health benefits or put unnecessary stress on your body. Your body after 60 needs movement, but it needs the right kind of movement. The solution is to exercise in waves rather than maintaining constant high intensity. Start with gentle movement, gradually increase intensity, then allow for proper recovery. Walking, swimming, or gentle yoga can be more beneficial than intense gym sessions. Let me share a real example. One of my patients, Robert, was a successful executive who spent 12 hours a day at his desk, constantly stressed about deadlines. He thought he was compensating by doing intense workouts twice a week. Despite his efforts, his blood pressure kept rising, and he couldn't sleep. We made 3 simple changes: daily 30-minute nature walks, gentle exercise 5 times a week instead of intense workouts, and regular stress breaks. Within a month, his blood pressure normalized, and he was sleeping better than he had in years. Speaking of sleep and health, this leads us to our next group of critical mistakes: the nutrients your body desperately needs, but probably isn't getting. Now, here's something your doctor probably never told you about. 3 critical nutrients that could make or break your health after 60. What I'm about to share might shock you, especially about vitamin D3. Mistake 7. Not getting enough vitamin D3. Most people think a little sunlight and their daily multivitamin provide enough vitamin D3. Here's the shocking truth: they're not even close. Why is this dangerous? Vitamin D3 isn't just another vitamin. It influences over 2,000 of your genes. That's 10% of your entire genetic code. When you're deficient, it affects everything from your bones to your brain, your immunity to your mood. The solution might surprise you. You need much higher doses than what's typically recommended. I've seen remarkable results with doses between 10,000 to 50,000 units of D3. Medical doctors specializing in autoimmune diseases are getting incredible results with these doses. There are hundreds of documented cases showing dramatic improvements. Mistake 8. Overlooking magnesium. Here's something that almost nobody talks about. Even if you're taking enough vitamin D3, it won't work properly without magnesium. Yet magnesium is one of the most commonly deficient nutrients in people over 60. This becomes critical because magnesium is involved in thousands of bodily processes. Every type of heart problem usually involves magnesium deficiency. Without enough magnesium, you can't even produce energy properly in your cells. The solution is to make magnesium a priority in your daily routine. Look for foods rich in magnesium, but most people also need supplementation. Remember, magnesium is the master controller of calcium in your body, which leads to our next mistake. 9. Zinc deficiency. Most people don't realize that zinc becomes increasingly important as we age. They focus on other minerals but completely overlook this crucial trace mineral. This is particularly dangerous because zinc is essential for your immune system, hormone production, and healing. Without enough zinc, the other nutrients, including your vitamin D3, won't work properly. The solution is to ensure adequate zinc intake through diet and possibly supplementation. But here's the key: these three nutrients work together. You need all three in the right amounts for any of them to work properly. Let me share a remarkable case. Mary, a 68-year-old who had been struggling with recurring infections and constant fatigue for years. Her doctors had tried everything: antibiotics, energy supplements, even antidepressants. Nothing worked. When we tested her nutrient levels, she was severely deficient in all three: vitamin D3, magnesium, and zinc. After 3 months of proper supplementation, her energy returned, infections stopped, and she told me she felt younger than she had in a decade. But before you rush to supplement, here's something crucial you need to know about nutrients that can actually harm you when you take too much. This leads us to our next set of dangerous mistakes. Now, let me warn you about something that could be silently damaging your health: nutrients that become toxic when you have too much. This is especially important after 60, and it's something most doctors never mention. 10. Too much calcium without magnesium. Here's a shocking truth: all that calcium you've been told to take? It might be doing more harm than good, especially if you're not balancing it with magnesium. Why is this dangerous? As we age, calcium tends to build up in our soft tissues and blood vessels. Think of it like pipes getting clogged. Without enough magnesium to control it, excess calcium can lead to serious heart problems. Many seniors are taking calcium supplements but completely missing the magnesium they need to regulate it. The solution is simple: focus on magnesium first. It's the master controller of calcium in your body. When you have enough magnesium, your body naturally balances calcium levels. 11. Hidden iron overload. This next mistake is even more serious than calcium: excessive iron accumulation. Most people don't realize that our bodies can only eliminate a tiny amount of iron each day, just 0.5 to 1 milligram. This becomes dangerous because excess iron acts like rust in your body, damaging your organs over time. Yet the recommended daily allowance for iron is 8 milligrams, and for women of childbearing age, it's 18 milligrams. Think about that math. We're taking in way more than we can eliminate. The solution? Start reading labels carefully and avoid unnecessary iron supplementation. If you're over 60, you probably don't need any additional iron unless specifically prescribed by your doctor. Let me share a recent case. Tom, 72, came to me with mysterious organ problems. His doctors were puzzled by his symptoms. When we tested his iron levels, we discovered severe iron overload, mainly from his daily multivitamin and iron-fortified foods. Once we addressed this excess, his organ function began improving within months. Speaking of what we eat, this leads us to our next group of critical mistakes: the diet mistakes that could be sabotaging your health right now. Now let's talk about what might be the most controversial mistakes, the ones about diet. What I'm about to share might go against everything you've been told about healthy eating after 60. Mistake 12. Avoiding salt completely. Many seniors are terrified of salt because they've been told it's bad for their blood pressure. But here's the truth that might shock you: avoiding salt could be harming your health. Why is this dangerous? There's a huge difference between processed table salt and natural sea salt. Sea salt contains 84 vital minerals your body needs. When you avoid salt completely, your cortisol rises, affecting your sleep and stress levels. Even more surprising, if you're salt sensitive, You're probably just deficient in potassium. The solution is simple. Switch to high-quality sea salt and ensure adequate potassium intake. Your body needs about 4,700 milligrams of potassium daily for optimal health. Mistake. 13. Fearing cholesterol during menopause. This one's especially important for women. Many are trying to lower their cholesterol levels during menopause, not realizing they're making a crucial mistake. Here's why it's dangerous. Your hormones, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, are all made from cholesterol. When you drastically cut cholesterol, especially during menopause, you're depriving your body of the raw materials it needs to make these essential hormones. The solution? Don't fear natural sources of cholesterol like eggs, butter, and dairy, particularly during menopause. Your body needs these materials to maintain hormone balance. Mistake. 14. Not prioritizing protein. Most seniors focus on limiting fats or carbs, but they're missing the most important nutrient of all, protein. This becomes critical because after 60, your body starts losing muscle mass rapidly. Without adequate protein, your immune system weakens, your skin loses elasticity, and your recovery from illness slows down. The solution is to prioritize protein with every meal. The best sources? Grass-fed meats, fish, and eggs provide the highest quality protein along with other essential nutrients. Mistake. 15. Too frequent eating. Here's a surprise. Eating 6 small meals a day, as many experts recommend, could be working against you after 60. Why is this dangerous? Every time you eat, you trigger insulin. Too many insulin spikes throughout the day can lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and energy crashes. The solution? Try limiting your eating to 2 to 3 meals a day, allowing your body time between meals to reset and repair. Let me share one final example. Janet, 65, was following all the standard advice. Low salt, low cholesterol diet, 6 small meals a day. She felt tired, couldn't sleep, and was losing muscle mass despite regular exercise. When we adjusted her diet, adding sea salt, including healthy cholesterol sources, increasing protein, and reducing meal frequency, she transformed. Within 2 months, her energy returned, sleep improved, and she actually started gaining muscle. Remember, creating health doesn't happen by accident, especially after 60. It requires making the right choices based on what your body truly needs, not just following standard advice. Let me wrap this up with something crucial. These mistakes I've shared aren't just theory. I've seen thousands of seniors transform their health by correcting them. The key isn't following more rules, it's understanding what your body really needs after 60. Start by fixing one mistake at a time. Question your diagnoses, manage your stress, get those crucial nutrients, vitamin D3, magnesium, and zinc. Watch out for calcium and iron overload. And remember, your diet needs might be different from what you've been told. Want to learn more? Next week, I'll share the best foods to eat after 60 to create optimal health. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Your health journey matters, and it's never too late to start.